Let's talk about what's been going on lately with Elon Musk's Boring Company. We've noticed that with all of the attention centered around AI Day and the Tesla bot, Elon Musk buying Twitter, Tesla stock falling, some pretty significant updates on the Boring Company have kind of fallen by the wayside. We've got the first successful dig for a brand new tunneling machine at their Texas development site that now includes a collaboration with SpaceX. Meanwhile, the Las Vegas Convention Center loop continues to expand as the Boring Company begins their process of linking up the Vegas Strip with underground transportation. And we have new updates on the autonomous driving system and high occupancy vehicle that will finally allow the boring tunnels to reach their full potential. For the first time in their history, this company is making consistent progress towards expanding their technology and winning new contracts and approvals. Whatever's going on here, it's definitely not boring. On October 3rd, Elon Musk shared a new video of the Boring Company's Prufrock 2 tunneling machine emerging from beneath the ground. It's almost like a mechanical version of the sandworm from Dune. What we're looking at there is the second generation of the company's in-house designed and built tunnel borer. The Prufrock series of machines strive to be the fastest and most efficient tunnel diggers in the world. Right now, the Boring Company is aiming for a speed of 1 mile per week, which doesn't sound like much, but when it comes to digging tunnels, it's a very slow game. So slow, in fact, that the ultimate goal of the Boring Company is to reach a snail's pace, or the average speed of your typical garden snail, which is about 0.05 kilometers per hour, which is still 14 times faster than the industry standard for tunnel digging. At 1 mile per week, Prufrock 2 would be moving at about 1/4 to 1/5 of a snail's pace. Elon wouldn't confirm how quickly the machine had dug on its short trip. He said on Twitter that the Boring Company might beat the snail by the end of 2024. Now, that seems unlikely, but maybe they can prove us wrong. The Boring Company raised $675 million earlier this year in Series C funding, so they're definitely not broke, and we've heard that development on the Prufrock 3 boring machine has already begun. The company has said that their goal with Prufrock 2 is to produce one machine per month that mines at 1 mile per week, which would be a total built capacity of 600 miles of tunneling per year. They claim, as a point of reference, that less than 20 miles of underground subway tunnel has been constructed in the United States in the last 20 years. Let's pull back for a minute and take a wider view of that Prufrock 2 tunnel exit thanks to our pal Chap Ambrose. I don't know if you remember Chap from the last video. He's the dude who lives across the way from the Boring Company test facility. Still a very solid guy. He followed up Elon's video with a drone shot that he filmed from the same location that allows us to see the bigger picture. So, as the drone pulls back from the boring machine, we can see that this is directly across the road from the Boring Company research and development facility outside Bastrop, Texas. That's where Prufrock launched from. The aerial shot also reveals a massive new building under construction, and this is very interesting. That building is owned by SpaceX. It's going to be 522,000 square feet and cost $43 million when completed in July 2023. Aside from that, we don't know what the purpose of that building is, other than a report from the Austin Business Journal that claims SpaceX will operate something called Project Echo from the property. Very mysterious, but also very cool. Anyway, back on subject here. Chap was also able to provide the tunnel alignment drawings for the hole that was just dug there. So we can see that the total length from start to finish was about 430 feet, which is about 131 meters. Not very far. And we can also see a cross-section of the dig. Prufrock 2 went down at an angle of 17.5 degrees, flattened out for just a moment in the middle, and came back up at the same 17.5 degrees. The deepest point between the surface and the roof of the tunnel would be at least 14 feet. As far as we know, this Bastrop facility is where the Boring Company will be manufacturing the Prufrock 2 and developing the Prufrock 3. And this expansion has not come without its own troubles. There's a recent controversy about wastewater dumping from the facility into the Colorado River. If we go back to that drone flyover, if you were to spin the camera around and look in the opposite direction, you would see the Colorado River. There are a couple of them. This is the one that runs through Austin, Texas. Elon Musk owns all of the property straight out to the riverbank. In a recent filing, the Boring Company revealed that they plan to send 142,500 gallons of treated wastewater per day into the river, which does sound like something that could be really bad. And the local people wasted no time publishing their objections to waste dumping of any kind in the Texas water supply. As of right now, the Boring Company has not released a statement or commented on the matter. There's no real clarification beyond what they call treated wastewater. So, waste from what and how well is it treated? Would Elon Musk drink it? There's still so much to find out. So, we're expecting to see a lot more activity coming out of here in the near future. Hopefully, Chap keeps it up with those drone flyovers. We appreciate it. Inflation has been a big issue for everyone, so now is the time to adjust your spending habits and investments. Luckily, today's sponsor, Finimize, is an app that helps you become a smarter investor in 10 minutes per day, delivering all the insights and tools you need to make smarter financial decisions. Whether you love or hate cryptocurrency, one thing is very important: security. If you're going to buy cryptocurrency, you need to ensure it is safe, which is why I love Finimize's guides. It can be tough learning a new subject, especially for new types of technology and investment opportunities such as cryptocurrency. There is a lot of technical knowledge you need to learn, along with how to avoid all the rampant scams out there. This is why I love Finimize's guides. They are simple, to the point resources that help you with everything from personal finance to securing your cryptocurrency. But the most valuable thing from Finimize is the ability to get caught up on today's financial news in just 3 minutes. So I can spend more time creating and less time researching. 10 minutes on Finimize is equivalent to almost 8 hours of research, so you'll save loads of time and better understand the biggest financial opportunities in the market each day. The better you can make your money work for you, the better your investments perform long term. So click the link in my description box to get a 7-day free trial of Finimize plus 40% off. You can become a smarter investor in minutes. Over in Las Vegas, we have plenty of new developments on the Boring Company Loop system that is currently expanding out from the convention center and beginning to connect in 2 hotels and 1 shopping mall on its path to providing underground transit for the entire Las Vegas Strip. So, we have the 3 original stations of the Vegas Convention Center Loop at the south, west, and central halls. These are all linked up by 2 tunnels that run in parallel to each other and provide bi-directional transport with Tesla electric vehicles that are driven manually by human chauffeurs. That's been in operation for over a year. Seems to work just fine. People like it. The second tunnel in operation was the link from the Resorts World Hotel to the convention center. Right now, this does not connect to the first loop. The Resorts World connector runs from the hotel under Las Vegas Boulevard, then under Elvis Presley Boulevard, and ends at the new Riviera Station, which is located at the northwestern point of the convention center, about 1 block up from the original Convention Center West Station. This is a unidirectional tunnel, only one way. But that's about to be expanded with Phase 2 of the Resort World Loop. This will be an underground connection from the Convention Center Riviera Station down to the Convention Center West Station, and that will connect Resorts World with the original Convention Center Loop. Then Phase 3 will close the loop by connecting the Convention Center West Station to Resorts World, allowing the traffic to flow in a circle, still only in one direction, from the hotel to the Convention Center and back again. There will even be an underground bypass tunnel below the Convention Center West Station to allow for faster through traffic. Following that, the Boring Company has released plans for another convention center link-up to the Westgate Hotel. This is another single unidirectional tunnel that would run west from the Riviera station underneath Elvis Presley Boulevard and surface in the hotel parking lot. This should be operational sometime next year. So that would connect the convention center with 2 hotels, one on either side. You might be asking, aren't unidirectional tunnels kind of useless? And I thought the same thing for a minute, but then it occurred to me that the majority of this particular graphic will only move in one direction at a time. So in the morning, people will be traveling from the hotel to the convention center. And then in the afternoon and evening, people will be traveling from the convention center back to the hotel. There might be a few exceptions, but for the vast majority of users, only going one direction will be just fine. Moving even further into the future, the next step of the Vegas loop will be a connection from Resorts World to the Fashion Show Mall. I have no idea why the mall has such a weird name. Maybe someone from Vegas can fill us in the comments. Anyway, this tunnel will run underneath Las Vegas Boulevard down from the hotel to the mall, where there will be a small loop underneath the building. This illustration also shows us that there will eventually be bidirectional tunnels running in parallel underneath Las Vegas Boulevard, which is the road that leads into downtown Las Vegas. Also slated for construction in the midterm is a connection between Allegiant Stadium and the Tropicana Hotel and a loop around Caesars Palace Hotel. The plan is to build these individual tunnel sections in phases over the coming years and then tie them all together with a series of loops and bidirectional parallel tunnels. In total, the Las Vegas loop system will be a 29-mile tunnel network connecting 51 stations. There is no exact completion date, though. Moving on to the one very important software that is required to make this whole system function: Tesla's full self-driving. Both the president of the Las Vegas Convention Center and Tesla CEO Elon Musk have promised that the Tesla vehicles in the Boring Company loop will be driving autonomously by the end of this year. Elon Musk stated again at Tesla's AI Day on September 30th that he expects the beta testing software from full self-driving to be ready for a wide public release by the end of the year. The beta version of FSD gives the vehicle the ability to auto-steer through any driving situation, even on downtown city streets. So we would deduce that the same system would be able to auto-steer through a tunnel, especially a tunnel that was designed and built specifically to be navigated by self-driving Teslas. We'll have to wait and see, of course, but things look very promising right now. And we also know that for the Boring Company loop to reach its maximum potential, it will require not just any autonomous vehicle, but an autonomous people mover that is specifically designed for high occupancy with fast ingress and egress. This would be Tesla's Robovan or Robotaxi. They are probably one and the same. This is a vehicle that Elon has been talking about this year. He says the next Tesla vehicle release following the Cybertruck will be a dedicated autonomous taxi vehicle, and he promises that it will be very futuristic. We have it on pretty good authority that this Robovan taxi thing will be constructed on the Cybertruck platform, the largest vehicle base that Tesla will have available. Elon Musk told Jay Leno years ago that he was reducing the Cybertruck size by 3% to make it fit better in the boring tunnels. The Cybertruck remains slotted for mid-2023 production. We've seen a lot of positive signs that point to this being true, such as the Cybertruck Gigapress being custom-built by Idra this summer. So the pieces are falling into place, and the Boring Company is moving steadily in the direction of becoming something very important. It might be a while still until they're up there with Tesla and SpaceX, but this is definitely a company to be keeping a close eye on. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Will the Vegas Loop become an example to the world of what the Boring Company is truly capable of? Can they catch the snail by 2024? Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up today if you liked it. That is so important for getting our content out to more people. If you enjoy the content, then you'd probably also enjoy our weekly newsletter, so sign up with the link down below at theteslaspace.com. A huge thank you to all of our Patreon supporters who are listed on the screen now. You help us make the best content we can, and we really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.